Hey everybody, right, I have a question for you. If you have a super limited edition motorcycle, there we go, number 2 out of 60, do you put it on display and never ride it, or do you just carry on regardless, as they say? Well, that's the one I've been debating for the last few months since I bought this motorcycle. And I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic motorcycle. I just love everything they've done. The tank is a work of art. The badge, the brass badge is amazing. The way they blacked out the engine, all the accessories, the hand-painted stripes on the tank. I've just loved everything about it. The smoothness of the engine, the gearbox is smooth. I've loved everything about it, but here's my problem. I intend to go to Scotland next year, and I intend to go to the Outer Hebrides, loads of ferry trips, loads of mountain passes, probably some gravel roads along the way, and that's just the easiest trip I'm taking next year. I'm also planning a much more arduous trip. I'll give you some more details about that later on. So I'm probably going to put about 10,000 miles on the motorcycle in the next 2 years, and it's going to be, not in the easiest of places all the time. Salt air from on the ferry crossings, or just left out overnight, camping by the seaside. It's probably not going to do this bike a lot of good. So I've decided that it needs to go, and I need to get myself a bike that I don't have to worry about, that I can literally just leave it outside, not worry about people stealing it, not worry about damage, whether it's a salt air, whether it's just me dropping it, etc, etc, etc. I have decided to sell it, and in fact I have sold it. I've sold it back to the dealer, CMW, where I bought it from originally. So I'm delighted to say that Stuart, who owns the dealership, who first said to me, look, if you ever sell the bike, Nick, give me first refusal. So I rang him up last week and I said, I am going to sell it. And he said, great, I want it. So we've agreed on a fair price. He's bought it, and he's coming in a van in the next sort of 10 or 15 minutes to take it away. And he's going to put it in the dealership, and people can then go in, have a look at it. Maybe it'll help him with bike sales, but it's an interesting sort of almost a work of art. When you look at this bike, the more you look at it, there's things you see and you think, wow, that's amazing. So it may give inspiration to others to say, I'd like to customize my Royal Enfield motorcycle. So, I'm delighted he's buying it. I know he'll look after it. It'll be safe and sound in that dealership. And I'm pleased for him. I'm obviously sad it's got to go, but, that's the life we live with motorcycles sometimes. And as I say, I took that decision that, this bike needs to be looked after. It's a bit special, and I'm not going to be able to do that. I've got too many trips planned. Some of them are huge. Some of them, involve a lot of, may involve a lot of off-road stuff. And I just don't want to wreck this bike. I can imagine me dropping it, putting 10,000 or more miles on it, and it just going down and down in value. And if you drop this and dent the tank, I don't even know what happens then. It's a really special paintwork on this with hand-painted stripes, etc. So I don't want to take the risk. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I moved it along, and it's going today. I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether you ever worry about these sorts of things, parking them in the streets, not worrying about theft, whether you just ride them, etc. I've always been the kind of person who loves to ride motorcycles. I'm not wealthy enough to just stick it in a cocooned, heated or damp-proof environment and just look at it. I just want to ride my motorcycle. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to decide on what I need to buy next, and I'll reveal that to the channel. But as for now, the bike is going, and it goes, as I say, in about 10 minutes, and I'm sure he'll enjoy it, and just looking at it, and others will enjoy it in the retailer in CMW in Chichester. If you're down that way, honestly, it's a great place to go. Chris, the sales manager, is fantastic. The service department is great. They really do look after you, and with very fair prices, and you know it's been done professionally. So, I can't recommend this place highly enough. If you get the chance, pop in to see CMW in Chichester. They really are a great bunch, and I feel as though I can really trust them, because I've had both bikes serviced there, and both of them have just gone so smoothly and ridden. When I've left there, I thought, yep, it's in perfect condition. So I would honestly, if you get the chance, have a ride out to Chichester, and there's plenty of coffee shops around. You can have a walk through the town, a very old place, and of course spend some time admiring all the different motorcycles they have. Anyway, that's the update. The Interceptor will be leaving this garage for the very last time and heading out, and I just wanted to let everyone know. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you very soon.